bang, bang. Calling all podlers. This is an important message, an important shout out to all podlers. Listen to this. Welcome to the Poddy podcast. We need you to start saying easy money every time you're at a cash register. Every time someone says, yeah, that'll be $19.95. We need you to film yourself saying easy money.
Easy money.
Because it's going to be hilarious. It's going to go viral. We're going to be able to share it. We're going to be able to give you guys shout outs. So if you can start sending in some easy monies to us, that would be phenomenal. Sensational. Welcome to the Poddy is of course brought to you by the Bung Bung Coffee company. Bung Bung Coffee. I mean, look, I've heard all types of things. Jack, you know Jack?
Yeah, I know Jack.
Yeah. He bought some Bung Bung coffee, threw the beans out the window, grew a beanstalk, climbed it, met a giant, changed his whole life. This is an amazing bean. People are telling me they're getting up out of wheelchairs and shit. Dude, it is. Remember how Red Bull gives you wings? Bung Bung gives you legs, baby. It's you going, dude. If you know, Bung Bung coffee is going to change everything for you. It's delicious. Dude, you can start speaking fluent Spanish when you get it because it is so South American. We're talking Peru, Honduras, Colombia, Brazil. See, my whole accent accidentally changed, dude, because I had Bung Bung coffee earlier. So, man, if you want to learn Spanish, if you want to, learn how to walk, if you're going through like rehab, you need some Bung Bung coffee. If you're broken in any way, Bung Bung coffee will fix you. If you're a high achiever, achieve more. Bung Bung coffee. There is nothing on the market better than this or even like it. It's got no competition. It's the most delicious coffee I've ever had. It's the most delicious drink I've ever had. And if I didn't need food in my body, I'd just quit food and only have Bung Bung coffee, and that's what you need to do. bungbungcoffee.com, that's BUNG coffee.com to get some of this sweet nectar. bungcoffee.com, enter promo code PODDY for 15% off all orders. Let's start the show.
Welcome to the party. Best show on the internet. Ask anybody. You know it's easy money. Sit back, relax, get your headphones, everybody. Welcome to the party. Blackout in the booth. Every episode's a party. We go hard like Ricky Bobby. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is welcome to the party.
Welcome to the party, Bung Bung. It's your man Claytron, aka the Big Boss Man, aka the Clumsy Jeweler, because I'm always dropping gems, aka the Milkman, because I always deliver, aka the PhD of podcasting, the Magnum PI of podcasting, the D-Book of podcasting, because every time I get in the game, I'm cooking.
Yeah, he's been cooking it up.
Yeah, dude.
Going nuts the past couple of weeks.
I saw like this statistic about most quickest to a certain amount of points and assists or something in playoff history, and it was top 4: Michael Jordan, Devin Booker.
That's huge.
Yeah, pretty elite company, but to be in company with 3 Michael Jordans.
Nuts.
Yeah. So
I knew he was cooking, but I didn't realize he was cooking like that.
Yeah, he's turned right now, man. And what's crazy to me is like Kevin Durant must have had a couple off games or something, because they're just about averaging or not averaging, but a lot of games they're scoring like around the same. I know D-Book's had a couple of real big 40 plus games, and you're probably not going to have 2 guys do that at the same time. But you'd think that KD would probably be up in that conversation somewhere, maybe.
Yeah, he's been scoring pretty well, but just not to the standards that we hold him to, I guess.
Yeah, and D-Book the Cook's really been filling it up.
But yeah, as well as they're both playing, especially Booker.
Hit the sports.
They're down. Yeah, we've just gone straight into it here.
Yeah.
So I couldn't wait.
Yeah, they're down.
Weeks. Yeah.
They're down, what, 3-2?
3-2. Yeah.
So win or go home next game for Phoenix.
Yeah.
And win and go ahead for the Denver Nuggets. Jokic is, some of the stat lines that he's producing, bro, you can call him a stat patter all you want, but you don't go to playoffs and
No.
play for stats. This man is out there just hooping,
Yeah, I don't know. Personally, I think he should have been the MVP this year.
mate. Oh, dude, I hope
Not
this
just
doesn't.
based on this playoff shit either, but
Let's come back to playoffs.
yeah.
I seem to remember. Yeah, we definitely didn't talk about this because I seem to remember your rookie of the year pick. Have you opened the sheet?
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Was your rookie of the year a Mr. Chet Holmgren?
No, I had a late change on this one.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I think I did have it written down as Chet, but he got injured just before we did this.
Oh,
So I
okay.
had to have a last minute change.
And who'd you end up with?
Keegan Murray. So I got a first teamer,
Yeah.
but you got it.
Yeah. Paolo Banchero. I don't even know what it is, but yeah. Standout. I was calling rookie of the year before he got drafted. I mean, this man is a basketball savant. I don't know.
I was a hater. I just didn't believe the hype. but
Crazy.
it
And
was pretty legit.
and I think when you had your original Chet Holmgren pick, I was like, this man is not going to play a game in the NBA this season.
Dude,
I said that. I said that.
Next season when we do this, I'm picking Chet again for rookie of the year.
Oh, he's going to go full Ben Simmons.
Hey, blueprints there.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, so he'll have a rookie of the year season and be a star for about 2 years and then get Space Jammed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I called it. I didn't quite get the Zion call right, but almost. When Zion first got injured, I said he might never play an NBA game again. I think he played maybe 20 games and got injured again. So I'm not far off on the Zion call. Like we're yet to see him play, more than 9 or 10 games in a season. So I don't know what's going to go on with that guy.
Yeah, we didn't do very well with these picks apart from that. I think we both got one right. But
Okay, what's the next category?
so defensive player of the year, you had Giannis and I had Bam.
Yeah, right. And that ended up being Triple J.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was no way in the world I was picking Triple J for that.
Yeah, I wouldn't pick that at the start of the season.
Yeah.
He was injured at the start of the season. I think he missed like the first 15, 20 games or something like that.
Really? I don't even remember that.
MVP, you had Luca. I had Giannis. So
You
you weren't even close.
Yeah, you were very close. Top 3.
Yeah. We've already done rookie of the year.
And then it ended up being Jokic. The true MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%,
No,
yeah.
Embiid got that shit.
He did.
Um,
Congrats to Embiid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put in the work.
Yeah. He owes Kendrick Perkins a Rolex, I think.
Nice watch t-shirts now available at claimingmathcomedy.com.
Kendrick Perkins made that shit about race.
Yeah, that was nuts. That was so unnecessary.
Then the voters didn't want to be racist because they're all white, pretty much.
Welcome to 2023.
Unbelievable.
Moving on, we had six man.
Hmm.
Can you remember who you had or not?
Did I pick Clarkson?
No, you had Tyler Hero.
Oh, wow.
And I had Bones Highland. So I think you were a bit closer in that one.
Yeah, maybe. And who got it again?
Six man, that was Malcolm Brogdon.
Oh, yeah, Broggy. Yeah, deserved.
Yeah.
Well deserved. Yeah, Tyler Hero was a shit streak this season, I thought anyway. I lost a lot of money on Tyler Hero this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if he comes back.
To the Heat.
Or this postseason.
Oh, right,
If
yeah.
they can hang in there long enough, whether he comes back from this injury, but they're
Yeah.
firing on all cylinders without him.
Yeah, so they're up 3-1.
Mm.
Yeah, that's over.
Yeah.
That's over. Same with the Golden State Warriors. And both of those series are over by the time this even comes out. So that's why I don't want to run through the series.
Hey, it's not over till it's over, but
Yeah.
it's looking over.
Yeah.
Next award was most improved.
Most improved. Now, who would I have had there? Oh. No, I can't remember.
We both had Cade Cunningham, so unfortunately his season got cut short.
Yeah. And who won that? Do you remember?
Most improved. Was it Laurie Markkinen?
Yes, it was. And well deserved again.
Yeah.
That Euro Cup or whatever it was in
Euro
the off
basket.
season.
Yeah.
changed that man. And maybe, just being in the right system for him as well, because Lord knows the Bulls and the Cavs wasn't it for him.
No, that's all it takes sometimes. Just
Yeah.
change the scenery.
So, congrats to him. He's off fighting with the Finnish army or something. Or I don't know if he's fighting. I think he's just serving.
Doing his time.
And it's pretty short stint, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he'll be back in time for training camp, I think.
Yeah, that's crazy because, like, in the Australian army, if you sign up, you have to do 4 years.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Yeah.
It's a lot of your life to be not giving up, but
Yeah.
turning down other opportunities.
Your ROSO, I forget what that stands for. Something service obligation, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. 4 years in Australia. So this man's, ours also isn't mandatory.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's a difference. What else is there?
2 to go. So the next one was Coach of the Year.
No, I had Joey Maz. I had the Italian
that's
stallion.
the thing. You didn't even know his name back then. You just wrote Boston. Joey Maz.
And it's proving that he truly is a trash coach.
Yeah. He got the extension, though. He's not interim anymore.
I can't believe they did that before they saw what happened in the postseason. That's nuts.
Yeah, kind of like Jordan Poole, but that's another story.
We'll get to that,
We'll
yeah.
get to that. And the final one was scoring title.
Wait, who did you pick?
Oh, sorry. I don't even know who this guy coaches. Chris Finch. Is that Timberwolves?
Finch.
Chris Finch?
I remember Finch was a character in the sitcom Just Shoot Me, played by David Spade.
That's right.
Um,
I reckon he's the Timberwolves coach, but I think I had a feeling he was going to make Cat and Gobert work.
yeah, right. Okay,
So I was pretty wrong about that. Yeah, Minnesota.
makes it's a good logic. But I hope you didn't have money on that.
No.
And the last one,
Final one is the scoring title.
who would I have had? Probably Luca again.
Yeah, Luka.
Yeah,
I had Embiid.
and who got it?
I think Embiid got it.
Oh, okay, nice.
So both got one.
Not good.
Not good.
Not good.
One from
They're not easy to pick.
7. I mean, there's 450 players and
Yeah.
30 coaches, so
So it is kind of pretty good.
yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
two for 14.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Bet with WTTP. Yeah. So Joey Mazzulla, this man, I don't even know what he's doing, but they've got no urgency about him. Have you been watching any of that series, Philly, Boston?
I missed today's game, but I think I've seen like 2 of the games.
Yeah, I just don't know. I don't get it. I don't get what's going on there. They need like a spark off the bench, but he's playing a short rotation, which typically happens in the playoffs. But if shit's not working, you got to go to something, right?
I think Tatum and Brown just need to
Sort it out.
Sort it out.
Yeah. Yeah, well, maybe. But also, like, when one of them is really, like, off, like, I know it's your star, but just give him a spell. Even if it's a couple of minutes, just take him out and be like, dude, fucking collect yourself. I'll put you back in a couple of minutes. Just fucking get your mind right or whatever, you know? I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'm not an NBA coach, but it doesn't look like Joey Maz is getting it done. Ime Udoka just, taking his dick out at work may have cost the Boston Celtics a championship.
To be fair though, it hasn't Harden hit like 2 fucking buzzer beaters to win 2 of these games.
Yeah, he has.
Like, I know it's a make or miss league, but fuck, if he didn't hit those, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now because Boston would be doing just fine.
Yeah. But he did.
It's just, he hit it.
And
Joey Maz is copping the brunt.
well, you also have to play to get yourself into a position where one shot's not going to determine the game.
That's true.
Yeah. Signing a coach before they've even done a off-season is, I don't know, pretty absurd, I think. Jordan Poole.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say about this dude.
This man is the cheapest he's going to be on this contract right now.
He's not this bad though, is he? This has to just be a slump.
I don't know.
This is really bad, what we've been seeing the past like week and a half, 2 weeks.
But don't you think that don't you think that kind of shows like, oh well, I can't play alongside a Steph Curry. I can't play alongside a star because
True.
Steph Curry is the most generous star. He's not, and you can't. And you want more shots. You want more time. You want more this. You want more that. When you're playing against, arguably the best point guard to have ever lived, you're playing alongside them, and you can't get it together enough to fucking try and win a championship. Your mind's so out of whack that for some reason you're like walking after a ball and falling over and going out of bounds with. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. I think he just got real fortunate with Steph getting injured during the season.
Yeah,
got to
and that'll happen every season.
Put up good numbers and just falling to bits in the playoffs.
Yeah, Steph always get injured during the season.
I didn't realize just how injured he actually got. Pretty sure AD played more games than Steph this year.
Fucking hell,
That's crazy.
Well, he had 2, didn't he? He had the shoulder, and didn't he have like a thumb or hand early in the season?
Steph?
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Yeah, two injury stints.
Yeah. So that contract, if this is how he's going to be playing, it just looks bad. It looks like the Randall contract, really.
I'd rather have Randall than Paul, though.
Me too.
Easily.
Oh, 100 times over.
Shit. All right. Be interesting to see what happens with Golden State if they don't make it out of this series.
Yeah, that will be interesting. I think Draymond Green plays for the Lakers, and he's just like a suck off guy on the bench, just like fucking giving LeBron mic checks or something. I don't know.
Just takes that Tristan Thompson role.
Yeah. God, insufferable. Half the league's insufferable. Anyway, what else? Dylan the Villain Brooks.
Oh.
I haven't actually addressed this because I didn't do sports last week. So we addressed his behavior, silliness, and the shit talk to LeBron, and then LeBron went out and cooked him. The whole Lakers squad went out and cooked him, and then he went to Cancun. He was in Cancun like same day that they lost. It was nuts. He was there so quick. And then like that same week that this guy's just trying to be on holiday and escape the media. Oh, let's just rewind a bit. Talk about escaping the media. It was game 2 maybe that he said that, oh, he's old, I don't care, I poke bears. 3, 4, 5 runs from the media. Doesn't talk. Got fined $25,000 because he wouldn't talk to the media.
Didn't he came out with some shit saying the media made him a villain.
No.
Didn't he?
No.
Is that what he said?
Oh, yeah. But I'm disagreeing with him.
Oh, 100%.
Like, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
You got a little bit of money and started dressing like you were fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin or some shit mixed with fucking...
Andre 3000.
Yeah, like Stone Cold 3000. That might be the name of the episode. Yeah, just looking crazy on the yard. And then, so you dodge the media because you don't want to address the bullshit you've been saying, and really not only a lackluster playoffs, but entire season. This is probably his worst NBA season out of 6 or 7 years.
He did make all-defensive team, though.
Is that just based on reputation? Is he stopping guys? Like,
I think he's got good numbers.
Okay.
I think he holds his opponents pretty low percentages.
Okay.
So he made all defensive second team. But he's a fucking bum on offense.
A bum, bro.
Like I know it's a low light tape, so it's obviously not going to show him making any baskets. But I don't think I've ever seen a worse low light tape.
And they're just bad looks. They're not even
real bad looks.
Yeah, like they're looks that you shouldn't see that many times in a season. I don't care if you're playing 82 games. Like, what are you doing? Especially if you're not the number one option. If you're a bad shot maker like J.R. Smith, yeah, go ahead. But you're not even a good shot maker.
Oh, dude, he's like standing around trying to cook people off the dribble, then taking like triple crossovers into a step back and just bricking.
Gross, bro.
And yeah, I'll send you the link after. It's like a full minute and a half of this shit.
I think I saw it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then so then Chams.
No, let's go Chams.
Chams. So for those of you that don't know, there's all these like Twitter reporters that, well, I think they're actually employed by other people, but they on Twitter they do the breaking news as soon as shit comes out, and they've got not contacts. What do they call them? Sources. They've got sources inside camps, friends of players, people in organisations. They've got all these contacts, sources, and they get this information before anyone else. And Chams got this information that the Grizzlies had said they will not be re-signing Dylan Brooks under any circumstances, which is maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong. Top 2 foulest statements that an organisation have ever released.
I got nothing.
Number 1 is we're not bringing Phil back. I'll never fucking forgive that cunt. Jerry Krause or whatever his name is.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, so just under any circumstances is foul. So you're not even going to entertain like a sign and trade.
Yeah, they kind of fucked themselves over with that one. Like they could have at least got some value back.
Yeah.
However diminished it is. But yeah, instead he's just going to be walking.
He's not. But why? Something happened with that team. And maybe they talk about how they had no veteran leadership and stuff. But like just their ego, their swag, their whatever. It was so foul and potent. Like that he got so caught up in that whatever it was that he had. Okay, maybe he made all NBA second team defense or whatever, but he had one of the worst offensive seasons he's ever had. But he's doing all this chirping, bro. Like he couldn't shut up. He couldn't.
Oh, they were second seed, man. Like they thought this was their year.
Yeah, I'm glad that it wasn't though, because they would. Can you imagine the energy if they did it?
Oh fuck me, Dad. No, I'm so glad that this happened to them this season.
Yeah.
No, I kind of liked these guys a bit last year.
Last year
that
I
was
did.
a bit of an underdog story.
Last year I liked them. Yeah.
Yeah, this year just all doing too much.
All of them
dancing and shit.
Yeah.
Just go out there and hoop.
Jar. Like I've been a Jar fan before.
Actually, sorry, I sound like a fucking hater. Like I don't know. I think maybe I'm just getting a little bit too old for that shit now.
I don't mind the tunnel stuff. I don't like Jar doing the gritty on the court.
On the
and
court,
shit.
yeah.
And
at the end of the day, yeah, it's a sport. Have some fun. But
and you can say like, oh, what about Steph doing his shimmies and all that? And it's like, yeah, well, he's the number 1 3-point scorer of all time. Do something. Yeah. LeBron does that silencer shit, and yeah, it annoys me, but he's the number 1 scorer in NBA history. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, he's also like brought his team like a conference final flag or 2 as well. So maybe do that first and then hit us with some more dance moves.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like talking dynasty when you've done nothing. Like again, these guys that I just mentioned, like Steph and LeBron, that do, they can get a bit silly sometimes with their antics, but they don't then go out and disrespect other teams in the media room.
No,
they're actually quite professional and humble. And then Dylan Brooks is just like loose with it, loose. Triple J, thankfully, I don't even know what he sounds like.
Yeah, he keeps his mouth shut.
Yeah.
What's his name? Bane. He talks a bit of shit.
Yeah, Bane does too. Sorry that Hachi is like the leading bench scorer. That Japanese nigga.
He never should have said that to him, man, because he's been bringing it ever since.
Yeah, he's like the number one bench scorer this playoffs. There's a bit of drama. There always is. I read a headline. I didn't subscribe to the Athletic, which is apparently really good. Like probably worth the subscription, and it's not that expensive because it's reading. It's not a streaming service, but I should do it. But the headline was like, why this off season is going to be the busiest trade off season that you've seen in a long time, and that really intrigued me. Can you imagine why that might be?
I can't think of a reason.
All right,
make this any different, but yeah.
I've got no idea. I
Oh,
didn't
it's
read
behind a paywall.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So that's pretty fun for the listeners. Just
Shit.
Here's a headline I read. Next.
Would it have something to do with the new collective bargaining agreement? Maybe that's changed the way deals get structured. I'm just pulling this out the old ringer here, by the way.
Could it be? Is it like a year that significant players are in free agency, or? But that.
I don't think so.
Neither do I.
There's a couple of big names, but there is every year.
Yeah, I've got no idea.
Teams are just jockeying for the Bronny sweepstakes, I guess. Structuring for that draft.
And maybe people are like, maybe people are going to do asset dumping to try and get some trades and stuff around Wemby. Could that be something?
Oh, I think whoever gets that number one ping pong ball isn't letting it go.
No, but I mean like around him. So whoever gets him are just like, we need to try and pull at least a
just go straight into win now.
Well, do you want someone of that like level to end up in like just like either one, a losing mentality, or two, I'm making my money anyway, who gives a fuck, and then they're not like bought into wherever they are, like. Because when people are that young, like I kind of feel like Jar's got that in him.
Complacency.
Yeah, like he seemed to not give a fuck when they got knocked.
Yeah, he seems like the kind of dude that's just happy being the best player on his team.
Yeah, and he's just like, well, I'm making
the playoffs every year and being the best player on his team.
Yeah, I'm making $38 million a year or whatever I'm making, and now I get to enjoy my summer. So yeah, I'm happy. And hey. That's great. You can be happy, but I just know how I take losing a game of cards. So losing the NBA playoffs, like I'm going to be pretty distraught. Like that's why I hated when people were like dissing Embiid for crying. I love that shit. He cares.
Yeah, he cares.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I wonder if that's a thought at all. With like a Wemby, like, do you want him to lose for his first 3 seasons?
Nah. All those teams at the bottom though are pretty fucking bad. Like they need to make some drastic moves to turn them into winning teams, unless he's good enough.
Who are we looking at for the main ones? We're looking at Spurs and Houston for sure.
Spurs, Houston, I feel like Detroit's around there.
Oh yeah, they're pretty bad.
Charlotte's probably gonna have a crack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
those would probably be the big 4.
Yeah, Portland's kind of hovering around. A bit less of a chance, but they could still get him.
I guess everyone's got a chance though, right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Like, has there ever been like a team that like nobody thought was getting the pick? Get it? I don't even know what you would Google for that.
Well, I guess not everyone has a chance.
Oh, okay.
So I'm looking at the list now, and there's like 15 teams.
Okay, but that's still
half the league.
Whoever's 15th, surely if they get him, like who's 15th?
New Orleans.
Can you imagine that shit, bro?
All right, here's the percentage, 0.5.
Yeah.
And then Toronto has a 1% chance of getting him. and then your team, Chicago Bulls, 1.8% chance of landing.
Let's do
Wemby.
it. Let's go, please. Let's go. We got a chance.
So yeah, the top three: Detroit, Houston, San Antonio.
We've got a chance, though.
Yeah,
You're telling me we got a chance.
even Orlando, man, 9% chance. Like maybe that sounds like the kind of team that he should go to.
Yeah.
That'd be a good situation.
Yeah. I'd feel so sorry for Wendell, though, because he's just like flourishing there, and then he would be.
Who's going to play center? Wemby.
What's his position?
Dude, he's like 7'5", bloody shooting guard. This guy.
No. He's a center. He's like AD.
He is not like AD, man.
AD doesn't want to be a center.
Yeah, but have you seen this dude? AD would snap this dude.
Yeah.
And AD is not known as a bruiser.
Is there any point of once the league, once we as a species evolve so much that the whole league is just Wembies, is there any point of watching it?
They need to make the ring higher. We need to move to a 12-foot ring. Or
Higher
11.
ring, bigger court?
Yeah, bigger court, 11-foot rings.
It's just like, and then in like 2,000 years, it just like they're playing on like an AFL sized court. They're just looking like full like Men in Black aliens like out there.
You can't rule any of it out, man. But
Yeah.
it's heading that way. This whole positionless basketball thing.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
Like imagine 10 years ago saying there's a prospect that's 7'5" and they're not a center. I don't think he's a center.
So what, you think he's a
I think power forward, just minus the power.
So if he went to New Orleans, Zion would be center
I think so.
at like 6'4".
I mean, he does it when he plays.
Yeah, and then Wemby would be so they would have Wemby, Zion, BI.
McCollum, I guess, is hanging around.
Dude,
I like CJ, but it's tough to watch.
yeah,
It's tough to see this happen to him.
yeah. I did see it coming though, because best game of my college career was fucking whipping 5 threes on that nigga's face, bro. So when someone gets drafted after I do that to him, bro, you kind of have to see the writing on the wall. That's a joke, everybody, but that's what happened. Step backs, off on balls, bro, going off on balls, launching it.
He probably still thinks about it to this day, man.
He wouldn't even remember it. He would he's already in the league in his head at the time, probably. He didn't give a fuck. Yeah, man, but that's really all I've got. Oh, there was a interview that happened because I think Brittany Griner's doing a book. She's doing like a book tour at the moment. She's become a national hero for doing something illegal in a foreign country, but whatever. We traded for her, got her back. Traded the what was it? God of Death, or was it Merchant of Death for Brittany Griner? Oh my God, who won that trade? You know, and she's talking about she'll never play overseas again unless it's in the Olympics. I've got 2 issues with this. One, you were not wrongfully convicted.
Unlawfully detained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were detained probably longer than you should have been for what happened, but that was based on the relationship between the country that you played in and the US. You did the wrong thing. I don't think you deserved what you got. That's what you got. I feel for you. I could never. Prior to this stint in Russia, Brittany Griner had been outspoken about being ashamed of being American, blah, blah, blah. And now she's talking about playing for that country in the Olympics. I will say this. While some people might be like, what the fuck? You said you hate America. You can check the tapes. Check the fucking tapes. When she got released, I said, this bitch better be saying this is the best country in the world. She better be wearing red, white, and blue wherever she goes, singing the Star Spangled Banner before games and shit, you know? And so saying that she's going to play in the Olympics or whatever, I'm all for it. But in this interview, she's like, you know, I had no choice. I had to play overseas, you know, to keep my lights on, to pay my bills. WNBA players by no means are getting NBA money, but they also by no means are living worse than I'm living. These bitches are living much better. They're living outside their means, basically.
Yeah.
You're take me. I'll go play in Russia. I want that money. You know, I know you want the multi-million-dollar deals. I know that. I want that too. But I don't have any market share in the NBA either. Okay?
Yeah.
Apparently, they don't get any of the money from their jersey sales, which is concerning because I know NBA players do. Also, someone's got to buy your fucking jersey for you to get money from jersey sales.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. They're probably getting money from other people's jersey sales. That's what's keeping their league afloat.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I have got a plan. And Adam Silver, and I don't know is he the commissioner of the WNBA as well? Is that separate?
I couldn't tell you, man.
I'm sure it's split.
Not very well versed in the dub.
Anyway, Adam Silver, if you're listening, and whoever is the commissioner of the WNBA, I put this to you: All-Star Weekend next season, or every year maybe All-Star Weekend. The All-Star game is no longer East versus West, or there's one captain that picks a team and another. It is just, it's voted on, and is the best 12 players in the league, and the best 12 players in the WNBA, and they play each other. And whatever the score deficit is, that's what your percentage of salary is, right?
Yeah, I like the idea, but there's no way the dudes would go out there and cook them by 150.
No, well, here's the thing. If it looks like there's point shaving happening, or the effort's not there, those players, because they're going to be the highest paid players in the league anyway, they can front it. They can fill the pay gap because you want to fuck around. now you fix the pay gap.
I like this.
Sensational.
I like this. Yeah, I want to see this shit.
If they do go hard, right? Men win by 98%, by 98 points. So the WNBA players, they get 2% of what the NBA players make, which is about what they're making now.
Yeah.
You lose by 100, we say goodbye to the WNBA.
Like some battle royale shit.
Yeah, dude. I like you wouldn't tune into that, and guess what? Now all of a sudden, the All-Star Weekend has more viewers.
Yeah,
because the All-Star games suck right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so all of a sudden, you've got the All-Star game with most of the world watching because they're like, fuck. Some guys are misogynistic people are like, fuck, they're finally going to get rid of these bitches this year, you know. And other people are like, yeah, let's close the pay gap, you know.
Yeah. All sides will be loving it.
And yeah,
everyone's entertained.
And then if Steph wants to fuck around and get friendly, you know, Kyrie's out there getting friendly on the court and, you know, tap them on the butt as they go and lay it up, walk to the basket. It's like, okay, oh, this is how you want to do it? You motherfuckers can pay for that league then. I like it, bro.
I like it. Just need to get old mate Adam on the phone.
Yeah, dude.
Get him listening.
I'm fucking all for it, man.
I've just searched and Kathy Engelbert is the commissioner of the WNBA. I've never heard that name in my life.
She's not doing her job well enough then.
Yeah. Yeah, she needs to.
She needs to be out there, you know, really creating some controversy or controversy, some people say. I say controversy, but some people say controversy. What do you say?
Controversy.
Yeah, like an adult. And she needs to be out there like maybe doing conspiracy theories or something like, you know, get a mobbed up ref in your league, you know, throw some games, fix some playoffs and have people, you know, have people doubting that maybe you're freezing the lotto balls, you know, the ping pong balls.
Does anyone care enough about the draft though?
That's true. That's true.
Wait, is this college shit Caitlin Clark? Is she going into the W next year?
I don't know if do they go early, like because it's not worth it financially, right? So don't they just get their degrees like football players do?
I don't know. Can't you just always go back and get your degree?
Yeah, but then you got to pay. So you may as well.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, once you're a pro, you're no longer eligible to.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what the plan is with her, but I think when that Hayley Van Lith or whatever transferred to LSU, they were saying all this just to beat Caitlin Clark. So I think that to me that sounded like Caitlin Clark's going to be there still.
She's running it back.
She is.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reeson not in the 2023 WNBA draft. Both running it back.
That's cool because the women's NCAA is way more exciting than WNBA. Yeah. Okay, well, Clay's reviews.
Comedy, action, or horror. Will this movie win an Oscar? Set design, directing, acting, lighting, or costumes. This segment is Clay's Reviews.
I just got one. You've already reviewed this on the show. You gave it an 8.5. Beef.
Yes.
You know, starring Stephen Yeun and Ali Wong. I liked the character. I'm sorry, I don't know this guy's name, but what was the cousin's name? Isaac. I liked Isaac. Isaac. Sorry, yeah. Man, it was filmed beautifully. The shot choices over a 10 episode narrative were sensational. Thank you. For 9 episodes anyway. Episode 10, it felt like potentially they wrote 7 episodes and Netflix was like, love it, make it 10 though, or something, you know?
Yeah, I felt that too.
Yeah.
A few times in the last few, I was like, oh shit, that's it. But then next episode would fire up.
Yeah. But in saying that, I still was hooked on those episodes where I thought, do we need this? In the end, I was sort of like, well, yeah, maybe we didn't need 20 minutes of it. Maybe we could have had 3 5-minute episodes or something at the end. But it was so good. It was so good. The level of like the cliffhangers at the end of each episode, it was so well written for those 7 or 8 episodes. The imagery that they explicitly explained it right at the end, at the start of the last episode. I don't want to mention it because I don't want to give anything away. But in the start of the last episode, they basically were like, these images that you saw earlier mean this. And it's like, I'm not like, well, I am kind of Mr. Movie Guy, but sometimes I miss the imagery. Sometimes I don't understand it or whatever because I'm not Mr. Smart Guy. I'm not Neil deGrasse Tyson. But I was like, oh, there's a recurring theme here that I'm seeing, and I think I understand it, So then when they explained it, I was like, well, that kind of ruins the fact that I had this cool feeling where I was like, oh man, I've analyzed this. I'm in
on this.
Yeah, and then you just fucking gave it to everyone. I hated that.
You were there first though, dude.
Yeah, maybe. It must have been pretty obvious if I knew it though.
No, but you're a big like movie and TV guy.
Yeah. I've got to watch this extremely loud and incredibly close because that's not. That is a movie, but that's not the movie I'm trying to say. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Right.
Because apparently that is confusing. Have you seen it yet?
No, I don't think I have.
Okay. Yeah.
Fuck, maybe I did. I think I just I think I had a big day.
Okay.
Can't really remember it too well.
I want to watch that and see if because apparently it's quite confusing. So I want to see if I can understand that, and then I'll probably my analytic confidence might increase. But I thought it did through beef, and then they were like, by the way, guys, just in case you didn't pick it up, I was like, fuck you. But it's the music as well. It's just like it's similar to you saw Unca Chams.
Yeah.
Unca Chams. It's similar to that. Like the music like gets you pretty worked up. Did you find that?
Yeah, I love the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah, thought it was really good.
Yeah. Acting from there was no one who I didn't believe. Everyone was like their character. I never felt for a second like, oh God, this guy can't act. Even the like much smaller characters, like God, it was good. And I agree with you. 8.5.
Okay.
I mean, I was Josh Safdie's muse when he wrote Unca Jams.
Right.
See what I mean?
Unca Charles.
Sorry, I'm gonna play that shit again.
Yeah. Bring it back. Run it back.
I was Josh Safdie's muse when he wrote Unca Jams.
Right.
See what I mean?
Oh, fuck.
I was just soft as mouse when I wrote Unca Charles.
That's so painful.
Unca Charles. It's so retarded, dude. That's like, she's got to be like.
When he wrote Unca Jams.
Right.
See what?
Fuck me dead.
I wonder if she's got to be a California girl, like from the Valley, right? That's the Valley accent.
Might be. I've never met anyone from the Valley, but it sounds like that OC type shit.
Snoop Dogg ran into a woman named Sally down the alley from the Valley. Yeah, man. Beef, 8.5. Oh, dude, I got a couple. Let's just do. Let's hit advice, but I got more than advice in here.
We need to move Lonzo.
That ain't no problem.
Huh?
That ain't no problem.
A lot of emails. We got some would you rathers this week. Would you rather life in prison or let a horse give it to you from the back? And this is coming in from Fred. Fred's a real sick fuck. And the last Fred I met was actually a woman named Fred, and not trans. Woman.
Fred.
Yeah.
What's that short for?
Well, I think it's Fred, but it's
Frederica?
maybe, but it's I feel like if I give the spelling away, I could get not in trouble, but people might know who I'm talking about.
Okay.
FREHD. Bleep that, but keep it in. Frida, maybe. Frida Kahlo. So would you rather life in prison or let a horse give it to you from the back? And I'll tell you this, Fred. This is a tough one. Because life in prison is not a life that I'm willing to live. Do I feel like I don't think I would survive very long in prison. I think I would talk shit to the wrong person, but not like tough guy shit, but just like a joke, and they wouldn't have a sense of humor and they'd fuck me up. Or I would just get so sad I'd kill myself maybe.
Would the horse just kill you though?
Like Mr. Hands. Have you ever heard of Mr. Hands?
No.
Everybody look up Mr. Hands. Thank me later. Don't look it up.
Okay.
Don't. This guy dies. He does die.
From a horse?
Yeah, getting banged by a horse. But why would you want to be in prison for a life as well? Like, do you risk it and, get stretched out?
Yeah, like, fuck, they both sound really shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna suck it up, Fred, and tell you I'd let the horse bang me. What about you.
Is this like
This is to both of us.
This
yeah.
isn't going on YouTube now, though, is it? Like, surely you can't monetize this shit.
It's gone on YouTube. Yeah,
It is.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, it'll stay monetized, but it'll be out of the algorithm for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't know how that works, but yeah. Look, if I have to answer it, I think I'm taking the horse too, and hoping that's just my last day on Earth.
Hoping.
Well, I don't want to go to prison for the rest of my life either. And I don't want to walk around for like the rest of my life knowing this horse had its way with me. So I'm out.
Yeah, especially if it gives you an orgasm. That's hectic.
Oh, shit.
All right, we got this one. This is another jail one, funnily enough. A lot of people do jail in Would You Rathers. This one's coming in from Alan with 1L, ALAN. I think, God, for some reason that looks strange to me. I think that's how they spell it. You can
Yes,
go ALLEN, but ALAN, maybe, I don't know. Would you rather spend a week in jail or as long as it takes you to solve a Rubik's Cube? Now, I think you can do a Rubik's Cube.
Not without assistance.
Oh, okay.
So I'd just go to jail for a week.
Yeah, I'd do a week.
Probably end up in a mental asylum for months if I tried the Rubik's Cube.
I've never done a Rubik's Cube. I've even tried to do it with YouTube assistance and still fucked it.
Even with that, it's fucking hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to jail for a week.
I can do a week. Yeah. What else did we have here? This one's advice. So
We need to move Lonzo.
That ain't no problem.
Huh?
That ain't no problem.
this one's coming in from Naomi, lady. And it's crazy because I was just recently looking at our statistics. 94 or 96% of our listeners are male. But I feel like maybe 50% of the emails we get are from females.
Yeah, it's pretty skewed.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Skewed numbers.
Guys aren't writing in as much as ladies. Should I break up with my boyfriend because I don't like his kid? This is Naomi saying this. That sounds like a guy would be saying that. Anyway, so I've been with my boyfriend for 2 years. I love him very much. He has 2 girls. They're 5 and 6. They visit us every other weekend. The 5-year-old is an angel. The 6-year-old is a terror. She's a spoiled brat. She doesn't listen. She's very demanding and destructive, and she's very rude to me and everyone around, except her dad. My friends have even asked me to no longer bring her over into their homes. When her dad is around, she baby talks him and acts sweet. I've tried talking to him, but he thinks she's perfect. Should I try again or just leave? Bung bung. That's his kid, you know? If me and Rach separated and some chick told me, oh, I just don't think your kid acts right, I'd be like, yeah, because she misses her mum and she's got you around all the time fucking getting mad. So shut the fuck, you know? So yeah, of course he's not like, yeah, of course he thinks she's like, it's hard. I was with someone once, well, not once, many times, and she had kids. And apart from that, I thought she was my perfect woman. And I couldn't handle that gentle. I've said it a million times on the podcast. I hate all kids that aren't my kid. Not hate. No, we've
gone through this.
We went through that. But like, if it's not my kid, I just can't, like, I wasn't ever going to, and I was much younger at the time too. I wasn't mature enough to like be like a father figure or whatever, even if that's what it entailed. I don't know. But like, I wasn't in a place where I could develop a relationship with a kid that wasn't mine. It's hard. So that's the question you've got to ask yourself, Naomi, is like, can you put in that work? Because dobbing on her to her dad is not the answer. There's got to be like some level of patience and understanding that the kid probably isn't heaps thrilled that the dad's with another woman. You know, you're not her mum. You never will be, but you've got to accept that you can be something, but you've got to work for it. And if you don't want to, that's fine as well. I didn't want to. I left, and I had a kid with someone that didn't have kids. You know, so you have to figure that out. I can't figure it out for you. Naomi. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I agree. I don't think the dad should like fuck his kids off for her.
No.
That's nuts. And for her to even, I don't know, have that as like a possibility. I don't really know how to articulate this, but I think I just agree with everything you just said. She just needs to suck it up or move on.
Yeah, I agree with myself too. Should we do another one or should we call it?
Go one more.
One more? This one's coming in from Troy. My wife. Okay, so I think this is English second language situation, but let's go. My wife, she doesn't enjoy having sex with me, and it's destroying our marriage. This is from Troy. So recently my wife came forward and told me that she does not enjoy having sex with me. Whew. Sorry to hear that, Troy. She said, I feel like 90% of the time I have to pretend like I enjoy it because I don't want you to feel bad, which kind of hurts, but I'm glad she's telling me because I want her to be happy. And that's wild, my guy. Do you mean telling you what the issue is so you can make her be happy, or does it make her happy hurting you? I don't know. I've noticed that she doesn't really engage when having sex and it feels one-sided. I'll be straight up. I'm a pretty vanilla guy. I'm open to try a new thing with her. Yeah, this guy's Asian or something. Is there an Asian Troy, do you think?
Yeah, there would be.
Went to high school with a guy named Troy. He was he was a sprinter. Do you know him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to your primary school. Yeah.
He was a quick dude.
Yeah, I was in like the state final against him in the 200, I think, like in primary school. So I was at Glenelg, he was at Paringa. Cooked me, bro.
Yeah.
He could go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also went to college with a guy named Troy, and he was going bald then, so he's probably bald now.
Sorry to hear that.
I'll join him in the next probably couple years, maybe. Yeah. I'm open to try a new thing with her. However, whenever I ask her, what do you want me to do differently so you can enjoy it? And her response is, I don't know. So that's not helpful at all. She also said, I just want to have good sex and orgasms. Man, is this bitch a bully? My God.
Yeah, it sounds like it's over, Troy.
Holy hell, my guy. I've made her come before, but only with my hand. What are your thoughts? Bung bung. I guess I would need more information. I'll say this. I've made her come before, but only with my hand sounds like maybe you don't always do foreplay. Foreplay is king. Create a rule. I don't get to come unless you get to come. Eat the box, bro. Get in there. Fucking go crazy. Finger banger. Do whatever you got to do. Go nuts. Get a toy. Do what you got to spice it up, Mr. Vanilla Face. You know? Go in there and fucking go crazy. Pull her hair. You know, give her a light choking. No bruises. Listen to some hip hop before you get in there. So you're just like in the, listen to some Exhibit. Choke me, spank me, pull my hair. Get in there and get some inspiration. Not from pornography. I implore you not to watch pornography. It's not, dude. What they're doing these days. I feel sorry for kids, man, who watch pornography from such a young age because you get your phone when you're 9 or whatever these days. And so their first time having sex, they think like that's what they think sex is.
Yeah, it's nuts.
So you're like the first time you're having sex, you might be wrapping your hand around someone's throat thinking that's all dope.
That's fucking crazy.
So you think that's nuts?
Yeah, it is. It is.
And like thinking thinking all that's going to be happening when it's like, careful, that's what your first time is like. Like it's not dope. Do you remember your first time?
Yeah, definitely wasn't that dope.
Yeah,
like it was a cool milestone, but fuck, it was pretty trash.
Yeah. Who was it? We can bleep it.
No, you know who it was.
I can't remember.
Oh. Anyway.
Was that the initials? Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I just think that's so crazy that like kids' idea of sex must be so distorted to what we thought. And then it's like maybe their whole idea of life is distorted to what we thought. That's a discussion for another time. Yeah, get some inspiration. You know, eat some oysters or something before you bang. You know, but I would for sure make a rule where like your cock is not allowed inside her until she's already had at least one orgasm. Bang, and then she's gonna be because chicks can do it more.
Yeah.
So she's all worked up already, and then you bang, like you're probably gonna make her do it again. Easy. That's the answer, Troy. If she hasn't left you already.
Yeah, go for a dive, Troy.
yeah, get in there. Yeah, I'd love to hear from you again because I think we've just saved a marriage. You know what it is. Welcome to the Poddy on everything. You know what to do. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Share the show. You got a chance to win free merch every time you share the show. I don't need to describe how to do it again, but I will. You share it. You send us a screenshot of how you shared it. Bang. You got a chance to win. Oh, hold on. Before we go, I'll just check Instagram because I did put a story up asking people to ask us questions for this episode. Okay, we've only got 2. One's coming in from Michael down the street. Shout out to Mike. He actually made me some chili oil, which I love to have on like dumplings, or sometimes because Rachel doesn't really like chili, I'll make a curry and I like to put chili on top, so I just put this chili oil on top. Thank you, Mike.
Shout out, Mike.
Yeah. Can the Knicks win in 7? That's what his question was. No. The short answer, no. And then one from the one and only Rachel Fenwick. What's the chance you'll crack a moshi bow? Well, she said moshi bone. She thinks it's moshi bone. This is a point of contention in our house. It's short for emotional boner.
Moshi boy. All right.
I call it a moshi bow. She calls it a moshi bone. I think moshi bow is much cooler. It sounds Japanese.
Yeah, it sounds like a Japanese delicacy.
It's a moshibo. It's a moshibo.
Moshiboru.
Yeah, moshiboru. The chance I'll crack one on our wedding day is just like almost zero. Almost zero. That's like pornography. Like there's so many people around. Like you're not gonna get a boner with that many people looking at you. In saying that, I used to get boners in school all the time for no reason.
Yeah.
They weren't moshi bows though. They were just like hormonal bows. Like we're just doing algebra and my dick's like hard as a rock. Crazy. Yeah. So that was
high school.
All right. Yeah. So share the show. Send us a screenshot and you can win some merch. I actually yeah, there was a guy who did that and I forgot to send it. Because he won. What else? What else do I usually say? Bang bang.